Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey.
And I'm Brian.
And I'm Jess. Everybody, this is episode 199 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
199.
If you're new here, you may not know who any of us are, but that's okay, because you'll get to know us real quick. And that's the way it works. This, folks, is the podcast where we talk about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping.
How quickly you drink Bullet.
Or just playing bikes.
At a 1-year-old party.
You drink Bullet really fast. I did Over-Bourbon a drink there. They had like a cider thing, and I Over-Bourboned.
So what I didn't say pre-podcast is it took me a year to go through the family-size Bullet, but I've been through 3 makers since, though.
Is that officially a handle? Is that a handle size?
That is Costco cost-effective type of purchasing right there.
Yeah, and I realized that it's like $10 more down here at Weems Liquors than it is at Nick's up in Prince Frederick. For a handle of Bullet. Now, we've had this conversation before. Is it Bullet or Bullet?
It's Bullet. But I think if you actually look at the pronunciation and all.
It's just a very aggressive name.
Yeah, but it's what John Dutton drinks.
But he drinks a Bullet?
Oh, yeah, they probably pay big money.
I'm sure they do.
We've gone way off subject.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
You've gone very off subject.
But if you watch Yellowstone, the Duttons are always drinking that.
Okay.
Orange label.
Well, orange label, not the rye. That's the green label,
That's
right?
the green. That's also good. But
All right. Well, you know what really pairs well with Bullet bourbon?
when you are hungover, you can regain your electrolytes with salt sticks.
Salt Stick helps athletes maintain performance by replacing a full spectrum of electrolytes lost through sweat, the drinking of bourbon, and in a form and quantity the body can absorb. JoJé Bars brings together the right balance of whole food ingredients for sustainable energy, including optimal levels of healthy fats and carbohydrates using nut-based proteins. On either the Salt Stick website or the JoJé website, when you reach checkout, use the code LOVEYOUBUY, take 20% off all of your items. And Jess, you confirmed that still does work, correct? Yep. Thank you. Also, Cutaway USA offers premium cycling apparel born where?
In the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Cutaway is an industry leader using innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold designs. Make sure to visit their website at cutawayyusa.com to see all the goods. And when you reach checkout there, use the code GTD20. Take 20% off your entire order. I am talking with my hands tonight. What is that all about? I'm over here like
Ricky Bobby.
I listened to that Dominic the Italian donkey song, and now I'm like just throwing my hands everywhere we go. So what are you drinking? Do you fully explain what you have there?
Kind of like a whiskey sour, but I'm using cranberry ginger ale instead.
I see some cherries.
It's a little, there's cherries, there's a little bit of bitters, and then
it's like a
Bullet, and then cranberry ginger ale. It's delicious.
Real drink.
With cherries, yeah.
Did you make that up, or is that like something? Is that a Joey concoction?
I just switched the cranberry juice to cranberry ginger ale.
Sounds very
nice
good.
little bite.
There's no crack to that. There's no crack of the week. Maybe if you chugged
it looks cute. It's in a little mason jar.
If you chugged that whole thing, we might get a crack of the week. Jessica.
Joey has a crack of the week.
Not going to say anything about it. Okay, Jess. Last call for St. Jude.
Yes, this is airing on Thursday.
Yes, this is airing on Thursday. Friday closes.
Friday closes the St. Jude
in the running
fundraising. So it is tinyurl.com/Jess Sikorsky.
Yes.
Go to her Instagram.
Or go to your
Major thanks to Brian and Gabe and all of our friends for donating. Even the first round of people donated to this fundraiser.
Tom's always on there.
That's awesome. So it's last call. We're winding down. You know you need those deductions in 2022.
Yes, you do.
So get on it. It's a great way to help a great cause, help a great friend, helping other people.
And it's a tax break.
And it's a tax break.
Yes.
At the same time.
It costs like $5,000 a day in the ICU.
It does it? Is it really?
It was $10,000 a
Yes,
day for one day for one kid in the ICU.
And none of those kids ever get a bill.
Correct.
Or the families.
That's the way that. That's what I mean. Yeah,
They are building
Right.
dormitories there so the families can live. Sorry.
that's okay.
No, you're absolutely right, Joey. They're building like dorm style housing so that their parents can live alongside them.
That's so important.
Yeah, because if something happened, we would have to fly down and we would have to quit our jobs or take a long leave in order to go down there and be with a child if they had cancer.
Yeah. So here's my challenge. When you're listening to the podcast, I want you to press play. I want you to take your phone browser and I want you to point it to tinyurl.com/Jess Sikorsky and $1. Just do it. Just crack open that wallet, do something. We don't beg for money very much. And this isn't begging for money.
Little kids.
This is for little kids.
Yeah.
We don't, well, whatever. But it's an important cause. So now you can push play again. How's that?
Yes.
So you did a radiothon.
I did. I got to work at the iHeart radio station in Baltimore.
So is that a lot like our setup
Yeah,
here?
it actually is. It's honestly
Did you see
just
Elliot?
No, I didn't see Elliot. It was like a country radio station. I don't know if it was like they have iHeart radio as like a housing, and there was like multiple DJ people came out and were like took our post-it notes and were like, "Can we read this one on the air?" We're like, "Absolutely, go ahead," because they would shout out people who were making donations.
I'd like to shout out to my ex.
Okay,
You'll
so
Song.
yes, we got that. But however, so like, you write down, these people had really cool stories and all these things, and you write down something. So yeah, I got to go on Friday from 10 to 1 and do the radiothon. And honestly, it was like a table just like this with 5 or 6 like laptops and corded phones with like little headsets. And yeah, you just sat there and you typed in donations and stuff like that.
Nice.
Believe it or not, people still do that.
I know they call you and
She had
give
like
you
30 callers in 3 hours.
they give
Just
you their
herself.
credit card information over the
Yeah.
phone.
My first caller was at $1,000 donation.
Wow.
They were making $1,000 donation, one-time offer, and I typed it in the computer, and it kept getting like declines. And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh
no.
no!" And then I realized I was like, "Oh, take the comma out. Maybe the computer can't read the comma."
that what it was?
It was that. Thank God, because I was like, "Please don't leave. Please hold." Like,
Now, did they know that you're a podcast star, that you have skills, that they should have put you on air?
A few of them, yeah, right. A few of them asked me, they're like, what's your connection to St. Jude? Because, when you take these callers from people, they're all telling you their connection to St. Jude and
Okay.
they're donating on behalf of something. But every time a DJ would come out of his little studio, like a little room, we would like Google him, be like, which one's that one? So we would like Google them and like see who was on the air at this time and stuff like that. So it was a really fun day. It was right in Towson. So yeah, it was cool.
Sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. Now, you were there all day?
It's like a 2-hour drive to get there.
Okay.
So I left here I left here with an hour in
7 o'clock.
between. I left here at 7. I
That's
got
not
there
that's
at
not early for you, though.
what? No,
7.
it's not early for me. No.
Wow.
So we get there I left at 7, got there by 10, literally had like 10 minutes beforehand, just because of traffic in the mornings by Baltimore and Towson and all those places.
That's why you leave early, everybody.
Yeah. And then we did the radiothon until 1 o'clock. And then I had to go quickly to my niece's 4-year-old's birthday party.
Cool.
So it was like a good halfway spot because I still had about 2.5 hours to drive to New Jersey. So,
Oh, you had a big day then.
big day.
That
Yeah,
is
we had a big day.
That is a big day. So you should have told them that you were on a podcast that we have, drum roll please, just crossed over the 200,000
That's
downloads
amazing.
mark. I would have never thunk it.
200 for
200,000.
200
200,000
for 200.
down. Well, there, yeah, 200 for 200. I don't know what that means.
Because 200 episodes coming up.
Oh, that's right. But it's not 1,000. Well, it is actually really kind of like 1,000 an episode.
It just
Yeah, that's about what we get.
it rings 200
Yeah.
for 200.
Yeah, good
Like
deal.
ESPN films.
You're like fast on math. You must be married to a math teacher. Wow.
I actually have the quick mental math. I cannot figure out Jack Diddley after that.
Joey's mental math is on point, like percents and multiplication facts and division facts. Like Joey's on point, but like actually understanding what you're doing
Actually
and why
doing
you're
math?
doing it, like
Nope.
Joey, he doesn't know what's going on, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's
because his
okay.
mental math is really good.
On point.
That's what the internet's for nowadays. All my math teachers lied to me.
You can type an equation into the Google search bar,
Snapchat.
and it will give you the result. Snapchat too?
You could take a picture of your problem and it solves it.
All the engineers on base, Lockheed's running on
Oh.
Snapchat.
Back to the days of a slide rule. Remember all those? No, you don't remember
My
anything.
ex-boyfriend had a slide ruler on his watch because he was a rocket scientist. He worked in Delaware, and yeah, he had it on
Let's
his
talk
watch.
more
Yeah,
about
Jess
the
is-
rocket
Yeah.
scientist
Jess
boyfriend.
is slumming it now with me. Holy cow. Jess has had some extravagant ex-boyfriends.
So today I learned about Dominic, the Italian Christmas
Are we
donkey.
going to talk about anything we advertise, like bikes, bike parts, like any of
Heck
that?
no. I have hair. All Jess's ex-boyfriends are bald and under 5 feet. I'm 6 foot tall.
You the man in the monkey.
all I
Yeah,
got
so
going.
let's talk about. So one of the things I just was tippity tapping on my phone.
I got it sponsored by Industry 9.
Did you really?
No.
Okay. I was just tippity tapping on my phone with Alex over at Dirty Kitten, and during the Dirty Kitten winter training series, just like we've done in the past, we are going to find some fun thing to do with GTD. We're going to be giving away some T-shirts, some sticker packs. I don't know what it's going to be, but you got to play the game. You got to get over there and register to do the Dirty Kitten winter training series,
Yes.
and it's a lot of fun.
As GTD.
As GTD, as whoever you want, it doesn't really matter.
No.
No.
As
can-
GTD. Some
can-
team has like 34 now.
Yeah, it's
And
become a
honestly,
big
I
thing.
think a few episodes ago we were like, oh, I'm not doing it. But if my March is packed, I have to
I'm
do
in it.
this.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
If I'm
to
going to
win
ride my trainer anyway.
Sweetheart, 2 out of the 3 of us are signed up already.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
But I signed Jess up. So I should have
I had
just.
to sign up with Dirty Kitten, so I signed up
Yeah.
under Dirty Kitten.
I joined the sick team this year simply because I did because I was just talking with them and yeah, I'll tell you later. But
He told us that in a message, sweetheart.
yeah, but that's okay. It's okay. So Dirty Kitten Winter Training Series is on Bike Reg. You can go find it there. You can go to dirtykittengravel.com, I think is where they're at, or find them on Facebook or find them somewhere. It's a lot of fun. It's a 3-month-long thing. And if you want to be one of the cool kids that hits the ground or the sand running down at Croatan
Or the mud.
in March, then this is the way to do it. This is the way to get there, is to make sure that you're training and you've got at least some bike time during the winter.
Oh, Crotan's just a warm up for me.
Yeah? What is on your schedule this year?
I signed up for Appalachian Journey, which is April 1st. I
Why
signed up for the metric.
did I sign up for that? We talked
No.
about we were all going to sign up for that.
I already signed up. I literally put my money where my mouth was.
Okay.
Gordon would be proud of me.
Okay.
No, I signed up like probably right after Gordon's episode.
But you do
Really?
need a buddy.
Jess
So
was my buddy, and
Are you not? Are you out? Are you buddying out?
she has a
um,
cat camp.
I literally have, Joey and I literally have a traveling weekend every single weekend between
Like a month.
March, April, and May. Yeah.
So I don't know if I've got Appalachian Journey on my calendar yet. I was actually just looking at my.
It is the
calendar.
perfect rooftop
had it up.
event.
Okay.
We're camping right at the start.
Can I buddy with you?
Yeah, you can be my partner if you
Okay.
can. Actually, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to wait for. I'm gonna have to wait for you. I'm gonna be dirty. I'm gonna be so strong.
We can.
Who is this guy?
We'll just ride along and,
Yukon Cornelius.
and do the thing. Nothing.
No, I signed up for the metric for that one, which
Okay.
is
Well, I got to sign up
no
for that.
offense to everything else, but yeah, I'm using like Croatan as my warm up
Then. Right on.
because 2 weeks after that is Appalachian.
Okay.
3 weeks, 2.5 weeks after that is Dirty Kitten, Growly Cat.
Growly cat. Wow.
Lacahonda.
And I'm doing the
Little
double
Acca.
up.
We're
I'm,
trying to figure that out.
I'm doing it. Y'all don't have, I know it's a big commit to actually do that down in Rapidan and then
It's a
Get in the
5 hour.
truck,
It's only a
do a
5-hour drive.
5-hour drive.
Only a 5-hour drive.
Only a 5-hour drive after riding a bike.
And then
in
a
the morning.
4-hour drive home.
Yeah, I can pull that. Maybe maybe I'll be able to find somewhere to like hang Sunday night after.
No,
the,
say the thing is like, I was asking just to take off on Monday.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, it's gonna be a suicide run.
Yeah.
I've seen
Ooh.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Ooh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Coming back on Sunday after. So
Yeah.
you would go Friday night to Dirty Kitten, Growly Cat, hang out Friday night, ride Saturday morning, drive to Lulac. This is what I'm doing. Drive to
There
Lulac.
needs to be some like I want
camp out there.
a 10-cup chalice for this.
Okay. Yeah, there's got to be some
We
sort
pull
of
it
a
off.
prize. There's got to be some sort of crossover prize. We'll
But
pull
we
it
need a
off.
group. We need like a whole group to do this.
I know a bunch of people that would be just silly enough to do that. Name of Ted and name of Larry, name of a whole bunch of people that would, I'm sure,
Some of the
jump
girls
on
in on
train.
that. Yeah.
Maybe we get Eric to do it. Eric would jump on that.
We need Alex and Chris to do it.
No, I'm sure we can get a group of people that would actually commit to the double dip on that. And then Staruka is the next month. I was just looking at my
May
calendar.
gets a little weird.
Yeah,
I
so
might actually
odd.
be hosed out of the Catskills this year
Oh, really?
by bikes. I feel like there's something going on, and I'd rather do that with Jess.
Well, it's balance is good though.
Yeah.
Balance is good. So, I mean, I was just looking at my calendar, and I've got some slots to still fill.
You have like a Chris Howell spreadsheet.
I do. I built a whole spreadsheet with my whole year. I've always wanted to be able to look at an entire year at one time. So I built a spreadsheet. It's got
It's crazy.
everything on it. It's all color coded with all the family birthdays on it and all the stuff, and it's all there, and you can look at it in one
Yeah.
easy kind of quick glance. But boy, it fills up fast.
I
It
think
fills up so fast.
We have our gravel events figured out, but Jess wants to do a lot of mountain bike events. So,
Mm.
or mountain biking. I don't know if there's actually a lot of stuff I want to do with her that might not be full event wise, but I want to go down to Asheville. I want to go out to Stokesville, up
Mhm.
towards Rothrock,
I
mountain
love
biking,
Stokesville.
stuff like that. So,
I will.
Stokesville. Actually, I got some really cool, and I didn't even tell you about it in the works.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm usually the last
it's
one
a,
to
it's
find out.
it's kind of like the
Me, then
12
you,
rides,
Jess, right?
but in July, but for mountain biking.
Okay.
The 4 rides of the 4th.
Oh, I do have Grinduro on my calendar for this year.
Yes, that is basically part mountain biking, part
Yeah.
gravel biking.
I've got Grinduro on my calendar this year.
Um,
I will actually just go ahead and drop the bad news. It looks like I'm not going to be around for.
here comes the
Okay.
Band-Aid to rip off.
I know. Rip that Band-Aid off. Sorry, Dave. My daughter's going to be getting married that same weekend. So
I honestly think that there are more important things. Or I told Jess last night, I was like, what's better than the Woolly Worm Festival for like
we could actually get them to come up. Maybe we could get them to come up there and do the wedding there.
in Lewisburg or Mifflinburg? Do it at the Rusty Rail. Oh, yeah.
No, they're not those kind of people. That's not going to happen. So.
That Florida man?
I think I will be in Florida. I'm sure I will be in Florida that weekend. So, that's the way the cookie
Well,
crumbles.
Me,
Crumble
maybe
cookies.
I'll wrangle up housing.
Joey, talk to me about this coming weekend NCR ride.
Well, it's going to be cold.
Are you committed?
It's going to be cold and then cold. Yeah, I'm committed.
Okay.
I'm never really one to like, maybe on a Sunday morning where it might be me and Jason
small
or someone like,
Small group. Yeah.
I might bail.
Yeah.
Because I think collectively we bail. But we also rode in like 50 mile an hour gusts this year.
Mm-hmm.
We were stupid, but no, I mean I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
I got the clothes for it. We are meeting at the trailhead on the southern
It's in Hunt Valley.
of the NCR on Sunday, 9 a.m.
So that's Northern Central Rail Trail, but also sometimes known as the Torrey Brown Rail
Yes.
Trail.
We are meeting there. Big parking lot. Get there early. Don't get there at 9. Get there at 8:30. We're leaving like at 6 so we can hit a Sheetz or a Wawa and still have plenty of time because there's going to be zero traffic on a Sunday morning, hopefully.
Yeah.
Meet there. It is a gathering. Bring your coffee, kick the can for a little bit before we start, and then everyone will start. We'll ride together as a neutral rollout for 5 miles. I think there is a little crossing that we'll call the departing.
Like in Moncton or Sparks.
Yeah, I think it's Moncton. One
Moncton's
of
about
those little
7.
tiny.
Yeah, Moncton's about 7.
Yeah, maybe that's what we'll call it.
Sparks is a little bit short of that. Sparks is Sparks is probably more that 4 to 5 mile window.
Maybe that's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
And then people can part ways from there. The plan is for my group, because I don't want to ride. Say we have 20 people, I don't want to ride as 20 people there. It's just too many at once. And there's different paces to whoever's with me. We'll stop. We'll grab a piece of pizza or coffee or whatever. There's a couple places up there we've stopped before.
That's in New Freedom.
In New Freedom, and then probably give that about half hour, 40 minutes at the most because of food and how many people, and then turn around and come home.
Turn around, come roll back out. The nice thing about NCR when you start at Hunt Valley and roll up to New Freedom is you climb on the front end.
You know, I had to explain that to Chris. I was like, you don't, for your first time, you don't realize it till you hit New Freedom and it levels out. You're like, oh,
we've been climbing for like
and then you scream the first half home or the
it gets
third.
cold when you're flying down that hill.
Yeah, because you sweat. So,
Uh-huh.
There's also a brewer. There's a new brewery, I haven't noticed it before. Right up past in New Freedom, past the pizza shop.
Did not know that.
And I think they have food, so maybe that's where I'll stop. I'll have a beer.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, you need something to warm you up.
Yep. Well, I'll bring a flask.
Now, the night before that, though. So that's open
was
to
the
all.
night before
That's
the NCR ride.
That's open to all. Anybody wants to come.
Yeah.
It's a pack thing, but we're extending and opening. You're extending and opening the invitation to all of our.
Bring whatever bike. I got some customers riding hardtails, customers riding gravel bikes. You can ride NCR and 28s. It'll be frozen, so you don't have to worry about mud.
It's going to be cold on the start.
So, but
I-20s.
it's rail trail. It's not road. It's not flying. We'll be okay.
Yep. We'll be fine. Dress warm.
Yes.
But the night before, what's going on? The night before?
Is the Pack Ugly Sweater Extravaganza Cookie Exchange Hoopla Zip-a-da-doo thing from 3 to 6.
That's at the shop. That's at the shop.
It's at the shop. I've been working hard on the shop starting the other day, trying to do some winter stuff to beautify it. So we'll have it looking good. Today it looked like a bomb because I had it half undone, but yeah, that'll be Saturday. Bring cookies. Don't bring cookies. Go buy cookies from West because they're my favorite. Don't bring crumble cookie because you're gonna go broke if you're bringing crumble cookie for everyone. Jess said she's making cookies. Bring beer. Don't bring beer. Dan from Jubilee is hopefully setting up a little mini bar.
Nice.
Kegs and everything. Beer for sale. Growlers for sale. I don't know. I might get I might get someone to come play some music, or we'll blast some little drummer boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully the Santa's been next door at the Kids Emporium Mall last weekend. Should have asked him if he would come over.
we could always
Dennis dresses up like Elf on the Shelf.
Oh man, he does such a good Elf on the Shelf. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, have you not seen that?
It's creepy.
You never seen Dennis do it?
Oh boy.
Think about it. Like picture him in your mind.
I'm picturing it right now, and I'm like, that might be pretty weird, but I got it.
Giant man playing Elf on the Shelf.
Maybe we'll get the cops called on us. I don't know.
We could always kidnap the Santa and make him come in.
Oh yeah.
We could abduct him in the parking lot.
We should do that.
Come in the bike shop. Remember we did that one time when at the poker ride at the old shop. Were you there for that? You may not have been around for that.
I only did 2 at the old shop.
So there was a Santa that was like walking around. He went to the ATM, and I can't remember who it was. Somebody went out and they were like, "You need to come in. You need to come in." So I'll show you some pictures. Santa.
That makes me an accessory.
He was shamed into coming into the old shop and posing with everybody for pictures just because he went to the ATM. It's amazing that Santa has to go to the ATM.
Yeah,
poor guy. Okay,
he's out there doing it for the hose.
You want to take a look at Strava Club for?
No,
it's not Christmas week yet for the show.
No, it's not.
We got like one more week.
I made Strava Club in my head. I mountain bike multiple times this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna mountain bike so much this off season.
It's good. It's good for you.
I was mountain biking all year.
It's hard work.
But between mountain biking,
last week when I took my work into the little bit of single track, it was work.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Tell you what, we rode the Christmas walk. I did it on my single speed on Saturday night, but so much stopping and going on a single speed, my legs were sore. It was only 10 miles of that, but then we rode the lake Sunday morning and Monday morning. By Monday, my legs were shot before the ride. We did a little exploring and playing, and I just love my freaking mountain bike.
That's a nice thing about a mountain bike. It's just such a...
So both days were like
ride, stop, have
mid-40s, but mid-40s mountain biking is so warm.
Yeah.
Perfect. I was able to wear my nice Club Ride unpaved flannel that has like some wind blocker in it, and just a thermal, and that was it.
That's the nice thing about that's what winter is for, honestly, for a mountain bike. It's
overcast. Got some cool pictures. It was so freaking nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, my legs are pretty dead.
It's cool. I really do. You invited me to come with you on one of those rides.
We'll get some stuff in your bike. They're both really chill, easy rides.
I've simply got to get the bike.
Except I jammed my shoulder on a log crossing.
See, no, I don't do that no more.
Well, I didn't have to do that. I just decided to.
I just need some. I think I need some pedals, and I think I need to fresh the sealant, and I won't worry so much about getting the shock serviced. Although I'm sure they probably need it.
Oh, they need it.
But
I figure between that and single speed ride, I made the Strava top 5.
Did you? Nice.
500.
Nicely done. Maybe.
I mean, 500 out of 880. No, I didn't even make 500 because it was mountain biking.
I want to issue a challenge.
What?
This is my second challenge for the show. I'm in this challenging mood. We really need to up the numbers in the Strava Club.
883, you want that mustache?
I just want it to grow. So really, everybody just refer a friend. If you have a friend that's on Strava, like basically
donate a friend and $1.
Log on to their Strava, like when they have their computer open, or just create some fake Strava. I don't know. Just pump our numbers.
Don't create fake Strava accounts.
I don't know.
If you want to create a fake Strava account, it's strava.com/clubs/gravel-travel-dirt. If you want to hear your name called, ride at least 981 miles this past week, which actually has gone up.
981, 98.1, not 981.
I've had a little bit of bullet.
That's okay.
Jerry Weber, or Gary, depending on where you're from Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia with 195.1. That's pretty high.
Uh-huh.
David Hunter from Richmond, Virginia with 123.8.
Good job, David.
And Kit Rudd. Kit's been on a couple times, right?
I'm not sure.
Familiar name from Midlothian, Virginia with 122.8.
Job. That's a cool name, though. Kit.
Yeah.
That is a really cool name. I was thinking about. I have a kid in my class. His name is Thor, and I was like,
"No way,
Thor.
really?
Yeah.
You have a kid named Thor? Oh my goodness! It's like Rip from.
I'm like the Ginger Thor.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
That's a good name, Kit. Good job with your name, buddy. Thank your parents. Yeah, because he didn't have anything to do with it, right? I don't know. To him,
Strava name.
Maybe her. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I mean, my Strava first name is Scranton.
Yes.
Electric City.
You just like to hide from people.
Yep.
So we were up to what, 883? Was that the number? Nice. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't break in. I probably didn't break top 500 because I mountain biked, but
well, you know what we're going to do one of these days?
I'm cooler because I mountain biked.
Is there a way that you can order the club by hours?
I tried that in the past.
Because I think you have to be a tri-club to be able to count
I will not
hours.
stoop that low in my life.
Yeah, I think you got to convert it to a tri-club to be able to count hours.
Yeah, because I was thinking about my hour. Like, my mileage this year is just 2,000. Which is pretty good.
Still a number.
But my hours probably higher than last year, which was over 3,000 on the road.
See, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I think it's more about time on bike than it is about distance on bike.
On the hey.
Honestly, I really do. I think, because it's, no matter what you're doing, it's time on saddle, time on bike. So if you're doing harder efforts, and we all know that mountain bike is harder.
What's saddle? I'm trying to seek a WTB sponsorship for the podcast.
Well, we need to get on that.
Wheels and tires, yeah, it'd be great.
Oh man, that would be great. We were just talking about today. We probably all spend. Have you ever noticed that as bike people?
Imagine us getting sponsored by I-9 and then WTB be like, oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, we do. I spend more money on tires for my bikes than I do for
I ordered
tires for my truck.
$100 GPs.
I know. It's crazy. And we don't even think about it. We don't even bat an eye at it. But man, when I see that bill for the truck tires, about flip a lid. Well, I guess there's just 4 of them, and it's always like mounting and balancing and
I went Falcon Wild Peak ATs, and for the Subaru, coming from a truck, were cheap. I mean, they're like $135 a tire.
See, that's
really cheap.
That's really cheap.
I mean, I was $250 plus for the truck.
$250 for the truck. I
don't have that anymore. My car turned 2 years old today.
No way, really? Yeah. Holy cow!
Bike tires, they are up there.
Yeah, they've actually gone up. I'm not just imagining that, right?
No, well, with the rubber shortage, inflation, and those are really nice tires.
Yeah, that's true. They've been hard to get. I know that.
I mean, you complain about the Terravels. You know how nice the GPs are.
Yeah.
I do love my Terravels, though.
Well,
I think for our 200 episode, Freddie should come on and give away a pair of I9s.
Oh, I'll text him right now and tell
maybe
him.
to one of the three of us.
Maybe I9 T-shirts or something.
Could be used. We need to text Freddie right now.
Maybe we should reach out to Salt Stick and Cutaway first.
Yeah. No, we need to. We do need to get I9 on here. We've talked about having Freddie on here
Actually,
so many times.
Me and Freddie got sidetracked.
Okay.
But I was in an email chain. The problem with Freddie is I think where Freddie lives, service-wise, we'd have to do it like probably while he's in town in Asheville.
Okay.
So it'd have to be like a Sunday or probably like a Monday.
I'm game.
Midday.
I'm game. You know me.
Maybe we could do it over break.
Do it over break. Yeah. Let's do that.
'Cause Jess obviously wants to talk to Freddie.
So we were talking about that. We are going to hit next week is our 200th episode, and I find that we don't do that thing where you number according to a lot of people will do like episode 100 is the year 1, 200 is year 2 and 3.
We're not that smart.
We are actually entering our 5th year of doing this.
Maybe we should text all of our friends and have them call in a soundbite wishing us a happy.
No. I told Brian
that would be good.
I'm just gonna get like Travis, Dave, Chris, and Alex. Matt, I'm going to get all these on one call. It's going to be a party.
Well,
it's going to be so bad for Brian.
Joey's got all these great ideas that make my life horrid. Yes.
What if we had one party call?
Why is my friend Kelly not coming on?
Right,
Why has
Kelly
not been invited?
I've invited Kelly, but you need to follow up with Kelly. I would love to have Kelly on. Let's get Kelly on. So little known feature of the graveltraveldirt.com website.
Did you lose the domain?
No. You can go on the website, and there's a little floating bar that's over on the right-hand side of your screen, and it's a microphone, and it uses SpeakPipe. And you can click that little microphone.
SpeakPipe is what it's called?
SpeakPipe, yeah. Record through your computer, and it will send us the digital file. So all of our friends, that's a great idea. I would love to have all the voices of all of our friends and all of our listeners just on episode.
Pause for the second time after you donated for St. Jude, and now leave us a soundbite.
Leave us a soundbite, yes. Keep it tight, though, folks. Keep it tight. No rambling. But we'd love
Unless it's a good ramble.
We love. We're the ramblers here. We love.
Yeah, why doesn't Joey get that message of keeping it tight?
Wasn't going to say it. Wasn't going to go there, but he did. Okay, you guys see that USAC has announced that they are the new Gravel Kings?
USAC sucks.
That they are doing.
Put them in too.
They're doing Gravel Nationals in 2023.
No, they're not.
No one knows where. No one knows when. We just all want to know.
Are they going to hire that guy?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. But they announced their whole schedule for 2023. And they have included having a Gravel Nationals.
7-Eleven.
I think they're just competing with UCI. UCI did the Gravel Internationals or whatever.
I think if everyone gives in, it'll suck. But if we stand our ground against USAC, it'll be okay.
What do you think it's going to take? I mean, I don't know.
No one signed up for it.
I just honestly, I don't know whether this is a good thing for gravel or not. It could actually, at the end of the day, who knows?
Nope.
It could. Are you sure?
Nope.
There's no way that it turns into a good thing.
It doesn't.
Not even from an exposure standpoint.
The exposure's already there.
True that. Yeah, there's not like we need more exposure. So
USAC needs to stay out of it.
I would not disagree with that.
It's like Uno. They pick the 20 card and then you go sit out for a while.
Well, it's we had to know it was coming though, right? UCI did it, and so of course USAC's got to stay.
The UCI race was won on a road bike or something.
I know, right?
Yeah.
By Road Racer, wasn't it?
No,
it's basically just a dirty road ride.
No, it needs to be pretty gnarly. It needs to be someone that's like cross talented, like Kelly or Gordon, to win this thing.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, the biggest question is where are you going to do this?
Dow.
In my road. Dow Road gravel grinder.
Hell yeah.
I mean, do they try to co-opt a route or a location or some race or some event that's already a part of the program, or do they come up with something brand new?
Speaking of which, didn't Unbound lottery open and close already?
I have no idea.
Did we miss that?
I think we might have missed that.
Anyway.
I think that kind of fell off the wagon, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
The little Unbound window thing. I think that kind of fell off the wagon. But the real question is where do they do it? When do they do it?
Canada.
It's gotta have to be a fall thing, correct? It can't be. I don't know.
You got to do it before cyclocross season.
Oh, so it's got to be a late summer. It could be a midsummer thing.
It could be a midsummer's night stream.
It could be a spring thing. No, I don't know. Just I don't know. I would like to think that we know it's going to happen. We know it's coming.
Sounds like a dumpster fire.
It's going to be, but maybe there's something good. Maybe we all just need to look for the silver lining in it. I don't know.
It's not for people like us.
No, and that's just it. I mean, gravel is wrapped around in its core is people like us that don't, I guess that's what bothers me more than anything is we're going to turn, honestly, people on bikes, we're always going to try to be competitive. We're always going to try to race. You put two wheels on something. I want to go faster than somebody else. Somebody else wants to go faster than me. No. I'm just saying it's like the nature of the beast. But we've fought back. Gravel has fought back against that in a way and turned it to more of a community style event.
I mean, if they want some
creeping back in,
the only time I'll race someone if there's like one hot dog left and there's two of us. That's about it.
Well, that was my point, though. It's like,
And I will race Jessica for that.
They are going to want to race.
I'll split it with her.
And gravel seems to have been able to kind of temper that while there's still races, like gravel worlds. There's still races, but it's tempered by at that same event. It's not always just about who finishes first, second, third. The majority of the time, it's also about the community, the before, the after, that.
The only thing I see,
You
like,
guys hear what I'm saying, though? You don't hear what I'm saying?
I haven't been paying attention.
But I think it's hard because you say all those things, but then, you're uploading your rides to Strava and, people are trying to I think that's why I don't even have Strava. I think it takes all the fun out of just going out there and having a good time.
The reason
not necessarily, I rode a donger yesterday and I was more proud of that. It wasn't for the speed or time.
Strava art.
my Strava art looked like twig and berries, hanging out. I was so proud of that.
I do Strava just not because I'm trying to compete with people.
Social.
It's well, part of it is social for me, but a part of it also is I kind of, my cycling is a part of my fitness from a perspective of it's not a body image thing. It's more of a,
you look good.
I just want to be able to live my life well. That's my fitness goal, is to just be able to continue. I'm in my, I'm approaching my late 50s. And I want to be able to continue to be able to move.
I look at Strava for zero competitive wise. I want to see what the boys did in mountain biking or what route someone did. I have no interest in.
Yeah,
I do like the data keeping of it
to
a point, but not competitive at all.
Yeah, the only person I compete with is myself. I think that's it. I think for me that's what it is. I want to make sure that
It does measure your fitness
on the ball. That I'm doing the things that I need to do to keep myself active and fit and enjoying and able to continue enjoying a sport and an activity that I really love that brings me a tremendous amount of joy and balance in my life.
Well,
Strava helps me do that.
Monday, the 19th, I will finish my Picasso because I didn't finish it all the way.
Okay. You're going to get it done?
Stand by, yeah. Strava art.
Scranton Strangler, look for Joey's Strava art.
But that I would highly encourage you to ride a ride without using your Strava and see if it breaks. Well, then you should. You should.
I have. I have.
When was the last time you did that?
What do you say without using your Strava? Because I don't use my Strava during my ride. I track my ride. I don't look at my watch at all.
I mean, I have my Garmin running. I don't sit there and stare at my Garmin when I'm riding my ride.
I do. Because I'm on the road because it tells me where the cars are.
True, that's probably the only thing I really the beep beep beeps. And I rode in Florida without that because the battery died, and that was scary. It's scary when you become accustomed to riding with that radar when there's cars around, and then suddenly it's not there. Wow, that's kind of spooky. But I've done lots of times where I'll get on a bike and just a social thing or this or that, and it's not.
I did record the Christmas walk because I wanted to see how much we actually did.
Yeah,
but it was zero competitive.
Yeah,
there's different,
there's different motivations for it, I guess, is what you're saying. And
kind of wanted to draw a candy cane when I did that too.
Yeah, and I ride my Zwift, and they're on Strava just because there's a connection there. But I do it for me. And speaking of Zwift, Zwift has a
Gone
new
bankrupt.
No, Swift has a new executive. Former Amazon executive has joined Zwift as the co-CEO with founder Eric Min. Now, I find that funny because I wonder what Joe Bennett thinks of that.
Yeah.
Two men, one job. If you're not familiar, I just that caught my eye. Co-manager. Remember the episode where Jim and
Oh, we know. We just watched it.
Co-managers.
And Michael,
Yeah.
wants to go sales, and then
You guys, since you mentioned cyclocross, the cyclocross national championships were just in Hartford. Do you have a rundown on that? Do you know what happened there?
all I know that Alex did very well.
Mm-hmm.
She won an early race in the week, and she did very well in single speed.
Mhm.
And the what do you call it? Just regular cyclocross.
Geared versus single
Yeah.
speed. Geared. That race where they use gears.
I followed Alex and I followed Kerry Warner, and that's about it.
No, Kerry did really well in cyclocross single speed, correct? He also did well in the overall men's elite.
Yeah.
Finished third, but I think he won. You said he won single speed?
Two humble Mid-Atlantic people.
Very good.
And then Miss Alex herself,
Good job.
did very well. And she took the team up. She was there all week.
You know, I've never been a big follower of cyclocross, but I get it.
I do love that, and that is a USAC thing. As much as we bash that, but they've had their ties to that.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
That's
Gravel's not. Yeah,
it's not where they're trying to co-opt some other aspect of the sport and bring it into their fold. It's something that they've always done.
It's great.
Stay in your lane, USAC. Maybe that would be a mate sticker. That'd be a great sticker. Stay in your lane, USAC.
I actually had a new shirt I got to tell you about after this.
Okay.
But
the pictures that came out of Hartford were just
Sunday with the snow were beautiful.
Stunning. Oh wow, that was so cool, folks. If you haven't like meandered or gandered in any of that stuff, go just Google cyclocross national championships Hartford Connected 2022. Look at the pictures with the
Harry
snow.
Warner's blog was just up.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen it yet.
It's good. I don't know. Cyclocross is a blast.
Seems like it. I got to figure out how to get.
I'm going to do single speed next year.
I need to. I don't think I have a desire to race it, but I really have this.
It's just as fun.
I have this strong desire to go watch it, and I just can't seem to get the scheduling
we have so many good big races around here.
We need to get Alex and Chris to give us a
Cyclocross
GTD. We need to have them back too. We need to
do another live recording with them.
That was fun
in the back of a weird coffee shop, which was great.
Can we use the door outside your bathroom for a recording, like a radiothon, maybe?
I tapered off kind of when I left everything up north and came back to pack. I got out of want to follow the racing scene and cyclocross and road racing, but this year was a lot of fun, keeping up partially with it. I think my last cyclocross event that I really did anything was with Nationals one year, which was amazing to work.
Is that the one you were just talking about down in Asheville?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been. But same thing, it snowed on that Sunday, and it's just the people and the people and the people.
Nice.
Cowbells, the trees, the chainsaws, like you name it.
I think it would be fun. And the thing I really like, just seeing the pictures, and it's it seems like there's there's an interaction between the spectators and the riders that is like really cool. It seems like there's something that's very unique there that you don't find probably anywhere else.
Nope.
So I need to figure that out. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Jess, are you going to join us for this or that's maybe? Because it's about that time in the program where we talk about. Jess is out. She's doing school.
She's wrangling dogs
and
she's
wrangling dogs and doing all that and radiothon. I think there's a radiothon going on in the other room, and she's like such an in demand.
Yeah, they're trying to find. She's trying to get Specialized more money
to keep the dog tame. So thanks, guys.
I literally said that.
He said that. He said you're like taming the dog, which is not easy with this dog. He's a good boy. Yeah, there he is. There he is.
He's a butthead.
No, he's not. He just wants third dinner.
He's very needy.
He wants third dinner. Are you going to be able to join us? Do you want to join us? Yes. Okay. First item this week's this or that. Jess, I will throw this off to you. Whiskey with Chris Stapleton or Sturgill Simpson?
I don't really know who Chris Stapleton is because I saw him in concert. So I'm going Chris Stapleton.
Okay, Chris Stapleton for you. I would have whiskey with Sturgill Simpson because I want to know why. I want to know why the turtles are lined up, Joey. I know
All the
what
way
your
down?
answer is going to be.
Oh, you know my answer.
I know your answer, but
Chris
you didn't-
Stapleton's a god.
yeah.
There's no one else like him.
Didn't you scream that you wanted to have his baby?
Yes. And
Uh,
he sang with Taylor Swift. So how else can we love him
he
more?
don't- that was
Okay.
nothing. He sang with Santana.
Okay.
Carlos Santana. He has some. He did a Metallica remake. Chris
Well,
Stapleton's a god. And
I-
if you don't have to like country music because it's like a rock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's like a. He's
Well, I
just a,
told you
he's
when-
just a beautiful man.
When we were in North Carolina this past summer, Steel Drivers and Watch House were at the same concert.
Yeah,
I would have just. We were
I
there
would
a
have
week
done about
away.
anything to watch that one.
We were a week too early for that little particular program and show, and I would have just absolutely fallen over backwards.
Now I've only been to a handful of concerts in my life, but
Not a
Chris
big.
Stapleton doesn't. I'm not. Jess has been to about 487 with Billy Joel and John Denver and all those people, but Chris Stapleton when he did an acoustic thing by himself there, he's
Mhm.
unlike most people. Like he caught his streak.
I have.
Good
boy,
He
Blake.
sounded so freaking good.
I've never been a big concert goer.
I was afraid of the height.
Really.
We were in
You were up in the nosebleeders, and
not all the way up, but like we weren't at
well, both of these guys have
afraid of
been.
heights.
Both of these guys have been heavy in my Spotify playlists of late, with Tyler Childers and a whole bunch of other people like in that same genre have been popping up. And I was just thinking about that the other day because I know you've got a serious
Blues rock
thing
country.
for Chris Stapleton. So, second, Jess, winter ride in a summer kit or a summer ride in a winter kit?
Winter ride in a summer kit. I love the cold. I have the air conditioning on in my classroom. Absolutely 100%.
She's always cold now, though.
I love it. I love being cold.
Wow. No, you said this so quickly, too, and you hadn't seen these, so you hadn't even thought
I
about it.
strongly dislike how hot the summer is.
You just dove right in. You guys have always like pointed out that I seem like I wear too many clothes on winter
You're a
rides.
cold person.
But of late, I don't know if you've noticed, but some of my chillier rides, I've actually been peeling the layers back.
I haven't ridden with you in the cold yet.
Yeah. So
I mean, your 50-degree kit looks like my 20-degree kit.
not anymore, though. Not anymore. I would do the winter ride, and I think I'm right there with Jess. I would hate to be like so sweaty and hot. And you can always just like stop places if you're in a summer kit doing a winter ride, and you can just warm up and then go a little further and then stop. But you'd have to remember, Jess, you would need to pause your Strava. You
Autopause.
Where are you at, Joey, on this one?
That's tough because I don't think I'd make it very far winter and just bibs and like you got to think about that. If
It'd be
you got
cold.
20 miles to the next stop, you're not doing that. I don't care who you
I
are.
couldn't do that.
I mean, you could sweat your bees off, and that could stand for both men and women,
Yeah, but
boobs and balls. In the summer, so I'm gonna have to go summer.
you
in
do a
winter
summer
kit,
ride, winter
like,
kit. Okay.
You're not gonna make it as far as you think in the winter.
You'd lose some wet. You'd lose some weight.
Yeah, boxers, wrestlers do it all the time. They sweat it out. You know, they got the big fight, and they probably got birria tacos yesterday, like I did. No, you're not going far at all in winter.
All right. Well, you're wrong, but that's
Winter.
okay. Jess,
I'm right.
peanut butter or chocolate?
It depends. Like, I'm not going to make a chocolate sandwich, but I'd make a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh,
Right? Like,
I'd make a chocolate sandwich.
I mean, I love the chocolate peanut butter combination, but the peppermint bark crumble cookie was pretty good today.
That sounds good. Peanut butter or chocolate. If I had to give up one or is it, well, we didn't really qualify it at that. I really didn't say you have to give up one. It's just which one would you prefer? I'd go with chocolate. Chocolate all day.
I'd give up chocolate for peanut butter.
Really?
You can cover me in peanut butter. Our first night together. Well. No, that sounded bad. I'm just saying. No. I mean, like our first like real time hanging out together.
Uh-huh.
Like we were laying. We couldn't go to sleep the night before Seagull. We're like, should we go to Harris Teeter and get peanut butter? Like one of our first dates, we drove around eating a jar of peanut butter around Annapolis.
That's true
Like,
love.
there's peanut butter tying this household farther than
That's true
the
love.
roots of that.
Ain't no rocket scientist doing that. riding around getting no peanut butter in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian. But I had Nadine's peanut butter. You know those things she made that she brought me. Well, she brought I hate them all.
Wait a minute, what are they?
Nadine on our big.
The peanut butter balls. Yeah.
With the pretzels drizzled in chocolate.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God, that is probably one of the best desserts mankind has ever experienced.
Yep, I remember that.
Made by her.
Had that.
I ate like 10 for lunch today.
Okay, last item, Jess. Chicken tenders or chicken wings?
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. So I did not realize until just recently that the tender was actually a part of the chicken. There's like a chicken tender. I always thought they were just like hunks of the breast that they were calling chicken tenders. I did not realize that there was an actual cut of meat called the tender. I don't know
chicken
why.
Giblets too. Do you know about that?
I don't know about much of anything when it comes to all that. But I have. We were in Florida and discovered a place called Huey Magoo's. Huey Magoo's does nothing but chicken tenders, grilled, fried. They make these fantastic thin cut, fresh made potato chips, really crispy, well done bowling alley French fries. I had their grilled chicken tenders. Oh my God, so good. Chicken tenders, but I love me some wings. Don't think I could give up wings for chicken tenders. Where you at?
Well, this is not tough at all.
No, not really.
No, God, no. Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Hot dog and bologna.
Yeah.
Kind of with my homies. Yeah, chicken wings all day.
All day.
It doesn't get. I mean, chicken tenders are convenient.
Mm-hmm.
That's like as much as I love chicken tenders, it's a kid's food.
Yeah, I don't know
My
if I'd
dad's
go
the kind
there.
of guy that would go to a nice restaurant and get chicken tenders.
Yeah. Well, now I would
Just kidding.
too, because now I realize it's actually a real cut of meat,
real
and
cut of
not
meat.
just like a hunk of meat that they're calling something. I gotta know. I didn't know.
Oh man, wings are one of the best things ever.
I've been, I guess, on my Instagram feed, I've been looking at a lot of things from like meat smoking of late.
Yeah.
Because all I'm getting now is like every other
Most of
reel
my life.
is chicken wings, and it's like if somebody is sending me a sign that I need to smoke some chicken wings, and so I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
I
don't know.
I'm hit or miss about smoking chicken wings. So you
Um,
smoke chicken. You guys smoke a little bit low.
No, see,
typically-
I think it's, you just got to
You don't get crispy skin.
You got to hit them. So this was
Oh, you got super smoke.
the recipe that I'm going. No recipe. The super smoke doesn't work at high heat.
Oh, does
So I
it?
think what I'm going to try tomorrow is cut sections, toss them in a little olive oil, and then some
you know a little trick?
dust them with some seasoning, and then some cornstarch.
I'd say cornstarch is what I use, and a little bit of baking powder
Okay.
will get you crispy.
Yeah, and then put them on at high heat, like at a 400 heat on the
Yeah.
smoker.
And then halfway through, you get spray olive oil. You hit 'em a little bit again?
Ooh, hit them with a little bit more.
That's what I've over the last few years of trying that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's
Then you get the
what I'm trying.
crispiness.
And then pull them off, put them in a bowl with a little bit of hot sauce,
Oh
toss
yeah,
them
a little
around,
honey in there.
grilled with oh, I'm making
Yeah.
myself hungry. But you did. So folks, you may not realize
Maybe we'll
that
do that for podcast next week.
we do dinner. Joey makes us all dinner.
You cooked last week.
I bring Chinese food when I that's my quote.
Every so often. That's so good.
So we all dine together before the podcast every night. And tonight you made some fantastic grilled cheese sandwiches with some soup. Perfect combination.
Well, the soup was from a can,
It doesn't matter.
which is convenient. But
Doesn't matter.
the grilled cheese I do in the oven.
Mm-hmm. No, it was delicious.
Butter both sides of the bread. I cook it on a cookie cooling rack.
Uh-huh.
So you get both sides all crispy.
Delicious.
Choose things of nice cheddar cheese. Don't get that fake plasticky cheddar.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No, I can't eat. So I also saw this thing, probably on Instagram,
plastic.
where the plastic from the wrapping on the fake cheese gets in the cheese, and you're actually eating.
But you eat,
micro.
that's what I'm saying. You eat plastic.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. I will never touch.
I don't buy that stuff.
Again. I did for a long time. My mother-in-law, that's what she loved. She loved that cheese for some reason.
51% cheese.
And no, never doing that again because I saw all the plastic that was in it. Not
Yeah.
doing it at all.
Let me tell you about micro doses.
I think it's about time for us to shut this thing
Wow,
down.
this was great. I'm gonna drink some whiskey, listen to Chris Stapleton with some peanut butter chicken wings tomorrow night. I see you again tomorrow night.
Oh, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. We'll see you again or talk to you again next week.
If you want to talk to us.
As we enter year number 5. And if you'd like to wish us, drop us some well wishes, I would absolutely love that. SpeakPipe, just go to the website. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see a little floating tab that says SpeakPipe. Click the button, talking to your computer. If you enjoy the podcast and you enjoy talking into SpeakPipe, then maybe also consider joining us on Patreon while you are there. It takes a lot every week, folks, to do this for entering their 5th year. And we really appreciate the support. Your monthly donation of a couple of bucks really helps us keep things going, keep buying T-shirts, keep buying stickers. I ordered new stickers again today.
Donations.
Dalmatians, yes. How can they find us, Joey, if people want to reach out and touch you?
Well, reach out, touch me this weekend at my shop on Saturday for the ugly sweater. You don't need an ugly sweater either.
I was going to ask you if you needed an ugly
I got a great ugly sweater.
I do not have an ugly sweater.
I had old women look at me weird with it, and I had gentlemen give me compliments. If you want to leave us a little tidbit, graveltraveldirt.com, and you can use the hash pipe on there. And then Instagram is at Mid-Atlantic GTD. Are you going to do like a... What's that? I will remember you. Like next week, and then we'll do like yeah, and then we'll do like cutouts from old episodes, and we'll basically not have an episode of us.
I'm not doing any of that.
It's not like an office recap.
No, I'm not doing like a throwaway
we'll
episode.
Like a Wes episode. I got Wes to text me back again the other day.
I know, I saw that.
But you were at the end of the episode.
We've been in regular conversations.
We've had 4 texts from Wes.
And that's 4 whole texts.
Yeah, we're good for like 2 years now.
That's amazing. Thanks, folks, for riding along with us. And until next time in episode 200, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.